Top of the morning to you. It's a Monday. A big, huge events over this weekend, right? We saw some major games. We saw the SEC put it down on the rest of the world in college football. We saw some big NFL football. Drive safe, Dave. And we got the baseball playoffs kind of wrapping it up.
Yeah, there's a lot going on this weekend. I will tell you, I'm excited about the victory of the Cowboys. I just say, if we're going to talk football, let's talk a little bit of victory of the Cowboys. And unfortunately, my team lost this weekend, but it is what it is, and we'll move forward.
Yeah, so college football, let's face it. You have Georgia, you have Alabama, and then you have the rest all the way down there. But in that NFL football, the Cowboys are kind of emerging as a top team in that NFC.
Definitely a top-tier team. They beat the 3-0 Panthers this weekend, moved to 3-1 themselves, and making themselves a little bit more of a threat to everybody else. I looked at their schedule, and I kind of looked down at what's going on before the break. We could go 5-1, 6-1 before the break.
I guess you still have some pretty tough games ahead of us. I will say that as well. And an exciting week. Tomorrow, it's the 20th anniversary for Sir Rick and Miss Kendra.
We did. You mentioned that yesterday.
And Drive Safe, Dave. I talked to my wife yesterday. Just wanted to make sure, first of all, that she knew that I already knew. Right? I knew it's my 20th.
She knew that you knew.
I wanted to make sure she knew that. So I go to her yesterday and say, hey, just FYI, I got dinner plans for Tuesday.
Oh.
In which she goes, for what? Drive Safe, Dave. She didn't freaking know.
Oh, no.
She didn't know. She was like, for what?
No. Was she baiting you?
No.
Was she baiting you?
She tried to put it off on a bait, but I was quick to realize she has no idea what this is for. And, of course, I let her know. Well, it's for our 20th year anniversary, baby. Why? I mean, what else would it be for? And she goes, oh, I was just trying to make sure. I will say this, is that, Sir Rick, big Yankee fan. And speaking of the Yankees and the Red Sox are having the playoff games on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Anniversary day. You know what? That's why you make dinner plans early.
Yeah.
So dinner plans are early, 5 p.m. I wanted to make sure she knew. Hey, 5 p.m. reservations are made.
We'll be done by 6.
We'll be done by 6 so we can watch that Yankee-Red Sox game together like we should, baby. Like we should. So for the first time of a manless ship inside of a hurricane. This is live, right? This is not live, but this is out there with Sam going on right now, Category 4.
Yeah, you're talking 140, 150 mile an hour winds in the open sea. Yeah, that is definitely an unmanned ship out there. You said that. I'm not on that boat. I'll do a lot, but that's not the boat. There's no telling. Did they even say how big some of the waves were?
50 foot is what I saw. Yeah,
50 foot. I mean, that's
pretty stout, right? That's a pretty stout wave.
I'm sick just thinking about it.
I'm not going to be out there hanging onto a piece of wood. You think about the Tom Hanks movie, surviving through that. I don't think that's happening. How about we look at some of the top 5 sporting events that have ever happened in the past decade? 5. Number 4. Oh, she gone.
He's gone. Wait a minute.
Hold on. Look at him climb the wall. Climbs the wall, naps it down. Oh,
Stole that home right there.
Red Sox. We still don't like him. Ex-Red Sox here was doing it now for the Jays. Rob.
That's a pretty good
It's amazing. The coolest video? It's Thor, baby. Thor is by far that. You know what? If I'm going coast to coast, I'm taking Thor, baby. It's Thor and I. Here we go.
It is a beautiful rig. I'll tell you. You look at it, you look at the engine, but I'm going to say out on a limb. I'm going to say this right here is a rough ride. I'm going to say when you gear this up, I'm going to say this is a rough ride with that much power in that engine. There is definitely cabin noise. There is chrome. There is. Look at it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The fire coming out of it. Look at everything about it. It's amazing. That's what I'm talking about right there. Who in our company is going to get that truck right there? Who out there is driving today?
32,000.
32,000. What are you hauling, Fred?
Sealed air.
What kind of fuel mileage you getting in this thing?
None.
This is amazing again. You know what? Ford Air had the ransomware attack back in December. shut it down for a period of time. It was drastic. They had to go to the old man-made, handmade,
Bills.
bills and T-calls, all these things going on, on the board.
Bring up the chalkboard
Bring up
again.
the chalkboard. We went back in there. But here it is, though, Drive Safe Dave. They had to say that they just sent letters out to California, Vermont, Montana, New Hampshire, notifying everybody notifying them that they're going to begin notifying people of the breach. And it's all very sensitive information, right? Birth dates, social security numbers, all of these things. And they don't know, nor do I think anybody down that gets breached knows what's really been exposed, right?
Yeah, not only exposed to and if you pay the ransomware, do you get your data back? Do you get it, or do they?
And are they really not going to share it?
Right? Are
or
they
has
really
it
not,
already been
or
purchased?
sell it again?
Nobody really knows what happens on that. Again, we kind of put a lot of our faith in those that stole the data. Right, because what else can you do? You pay them to get it back, and hopefully they give it back to you. 139 days of driving safe, accident-free out there on the highways. We continue the streaks here on the BCB Live, and it just goes to show that when we take it on personal, when we make safety personal, you know what? We can do it. We can avoid the accident. We can avoid that car that's going to run in, that's going to try to cut us off. We can get in, put ourselves in better shape to not have that accident. That's what it's about. It's not just about not being at fault. It's about avoiding that accident. And yes, 24 days of getting out. And look, we approach a month before we backed into anything. And these are both big numbers. And it shows the intent from you. It shows that you're saying, you know what? I'm drinking it, man. I'm all in with you guys at BCB Live. I'm going to follow the rules. I'm going to be better than anybody else on that road.
And this week's topic is protect life. I mean, it's about safety at BCB. I love doing orientation because it's be safe, communicate, be on time if it's safe. And so protecting life. And so we're going to talk about awareness today, because awareness leads to situational awareness is the key to protecting life. Paying attention to traffic, weather conditions, road construction, emergency vehicles, and intersections are all ways to protect life. I mean, you also have to be aware of your driver condition. If you're fatigued, if you don't feel well, if you're stressed, that's another part of being situational awareness. How do you feel about it? And making sure you take steps if you're not feeling well, if you're stressed or if you're tired, to let your DM know and take care of that. So situational awareness, protect life. And that's what it's all about today. All right, welcome back, and let's take a look at some videos.
Oh, Dale, I like that. He's just hopping him in there.
Sure, yeah.
True, Sir Rick. This is the Dale Kellen Show. Come on, there's a lot of pros. There's some big heads. There's some big egos on here. We got to welcome you back to BCB. I know. He went on to the other thing. I don't need you.
Why are they even here? Why are they even here?
Yeah. You know what? He goes and gets a new hair. He gets a brand new haircut, a new shave, looking thin in his polos, pressed shirt. He's like, you know what? This is all about Dale Kellen today.
It's in the center one. Bring the camera.
Safety secondary.
All right, let's roll the videos.
Okay, now we get to go. It was great doing some videos when we talk about situational awareness. This driver's got some great space here. He's in the right lane well ahead of time. It's an exit lane, coming up, and all of a sudden traffic starts to slow down, and he's got plenty of time to react and does a great job. A four-wheeler probably got a little distracted and headed to the shoulder, but the driver of this video, just a great job with speed and space management. Here's one, you watch the rural two-lane road, you see the yellow line, and here comes a bobtail truck that just, doesn't have the patience, thinks he has to pass and everything. And it takes a
The
lot.
rules are different when you don't have a trailer.
You know what? Look how close that is, though,
Well,
right?
that's it. You look at this, and you
yeah.
really don't see oncoming traffic
It's hard to
until
see.
toward the end. And so right about there it starts, wow.
Yeah, there's a hill right there. And again, they put those lines in for a reason. I'm telling you, the whole time you don't see the vehicle that he's passing. You don't see the oncoming traffic until the very end. And listen, it's serious right here. And when you're passing somebody, and we've seen it with our videos, us passing somebody, those lines are there for a reason.
When you look at the first part of the video, there aren't any lines. He is in a passing zone, and then and I'm assuming that all of a sudden he's already passing, and then the no passing lane occurs. When you see this, the best thing to do is back off, give him space to come in, make sure that he has plenty of room so those kinds of situations don't occur. So do what you can. If you do see somebody passing you, and they are doing it legal, make room.